Well, it took a long time, guys, but I'm finally ready to do part two of the worst bullies of Goosebumps ever. Before I begin, I want to apologize to a few people out there because I know there was some that were very important in my first list I should have mentioned though, but trust me, I'll definitely get into it in this list here. So, one of the books I'm going to start with first is The Haunted Mask. I sort of don't want to see Chuck and Steve as bullies. I see them pulling pranks on Cara Beth to make her scared every time that they get near her. But when it comes to what the book says about them being her friends, it's like friends can play tricks on friends too sometimes. But when it comes to that thing with the worm they put in her sandwich, I probably would have killed them if that had been me that they tried to do that shit too, honestly. Um, she gets her revenge back on the two boys eventually, though, by wearing this creepy mask you see in the front of the book here, though. And we know what's happened with that book, actually. And then when it comes to Haunted Mask 2, which I don't have on me in physical form, though, but I did read on my channel, uh, he becomes to be a bully, or tries to be a bully, to some first graders that treat him like crap because of punishment that he did to himself, actually. And what's so funny about that is the fact that he is, when he becomes an old man by putting on the old man mask, and the kids are actually more compassionate to what the old man is. They don't know that's Steve actually, but they just know that it's an old man, and to them, show him some kind of compassion and care because it's an old man. I mean, you're not going to be disrespectful to a person that's much older than you, of course. But with Steve being such a jerk and stuff, don't take him seriously, different story. But yeah, so that's why Steve Boswell is the bottom of the list here with the Haunted Mask and Haunted Mask 2. The fourth one is Revenge or Us. The book looks like shit. I'm sorry about that, guys. But with Revenge or Us, it's about Wade Brill and her older older brother Micah. I still kind of think that Micah is kind of like a weird name to give a guy, but whatever. Anyway, so he treats her like crap in this book, and pretty much anything that he can do to embarrass her, he'll do it. Like one time where he took her underwear and put them on his head and make himself look like a total fool doing stuff. First off, I have to wonder, do you have anything better to do than to just play tricks on your younger sister? I mean, wear her underwear on your head. What? BS. BS. But anyway, so she goes to get some help from Iris, the, I want to say evil witch, in the trailer park no less too. But with that, it's like I can't believe the twist to this. So all the tricks that she wanted to pull on Micah end up being put on her instead. And the reason why is because Micah actually paid Iris to play all the tricks, all the magic spells that she was trying to pretend to have be put to Micah onto her instead. I swear, this kid has nothing better to do than to freaking just mess with his younger sister. That's just fucked up, And with the way the book ended too, it's like he gets cursed by Iris, but Wade and her friend also get punished too by becoming frogs. Why? And it's not even their own fault either. It's just like they just get kind of wrapped up in the whole thing about making the wishes and stuff, and you go over a certain limit and stuff. But hold on. But Micah's the one that's pulling all the crap. So why the hell is she still being punished anyway still for it? It's weird. It's weird. But moving on, thankfully. Number 3, another book I don't have, but I still run my channel anyway. Chicken Chicken. And you know the reason why this book is going to be on the list. Vanessa. Vanessa. You might think that she's actually a woman that is not prone to doing anything that's wrong and stuff, right? Well, the thing about her is that when she does curse Crystal and Cole with the chicken spell, okay, she actually gets a she actually gets a lot of glee from seeing the two kids suffer from her spell. And the whole thing of her trying to be a Miss Manners freak is stupid. Because you could just talk to kids about how to treat people and, say sorry for things, instead of just cursing them for really a dumb reason. I don't understand why she couldn't just talk to them about stuff. I mean, she has to also remember that in a town that she's in, they're going to look at her as a person that they don't want to be anywhere near because of how she presents herself to people, and how she could just make things easier. So like I just said a while ago, just talk to people about what the faults are. Don't go overboard and curse the hell out of them just because they made a fucking mistake. That's all it was. It's a freaking accident. And then in the end of the book, if anyone that read the book actually, or read on my channel some time ago, so she goes ahead and says pig pig to Crystal and Cole again, just because Cole burped and Crystal laughed at it. Once again, I mean, yeah, I know we're gonna say the kid should have just known better after what she just told him about being a manners freak, but still, it's an accident. Why do you have to bully people for no reason? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Another book that I have not read, but I'm very prone to the series, is Monster Blood with Conan. I want to say Conan the Barbarian because that's just the way that Evan Ross kind of sees him as. I think that's the way we picture him as, I guess, but I'm not sure. But in any case, yeah, he's like a freaking bully to Evan all the time, just for him being either just nearby or the fact that he's just, a twerp to him and stuff. Sorry. And yeah, Evan just likes to just, freaking do nothing with him, basically. I didn't really read too much into Monster Blood, though, because Monster Blood 3 at least, because the book really took a long time to, get to the main point before it gets really to nothing at the end of it. But yeah, Conan is another one of those bullies where he's just, like big and bad and stuff, and just wants to just beat the crap out of Evan for really no reason at all. But I don't know. Now, this is the main book that I wanted to get to, that I should have got to before, and I do apologize for not doing it last time. And that book is none other than Be Careful What You Wish For. Oh, Samantha Bird. Being picked on by Judith Bellwood for really no reason at all. I mean, I can't think of a reason as to why. Well, actually, bullies don't need a reason to pick on someone else. They just do it because either just for the fun of it, or because they feel that if they do that, they won't get picked on themselves, basically. But with Judith Bellwood, just saying to Samantha, fly away, bird, go fly away. Just picking on her because of her size, or saying that she's a klutz and stuff, and, just completely torturing her for really no reason at all, honestly. And Samantha actually tries to strangle her at one point when Judith drops pudding on her Doc Martens. That's what it says in the book. And yeah, Sam is not one to be taken lightly either, but at the same time, it's like, you're taller than her. Why are you... Well, I can't really say that she doesn't have a reason to be, not worried about her, even though she's taller than Judith, obviously, though. But still, she's being picked on for something that she cannot control, basically. And then when Sam finally meets up with Clarissa, the old lady that she helps across the street back to her town, she gets the 3 wishes, to pretty much do anything that she wants with them, basically. And she doesn't really make wishes that clear. We know what she means, but when it comes to being the strongest basketball player, for example, Clarissa makes everyone weaker to make Samantha the only one that's able to still be active in the game plan, basically. And then the next wish is when she just wants everyone to, well, not everyone, but just wants Judith to just disappear, and then Clarissa makes everyone disappear. Broken wishes. And you really cannot get the most out of wishes that are not going to be accurate. And Sam was never explained to anything about how her magic was going to be, you know, unpredictable. I think she actually did, honestly, she did. But when it comes to her magic being so unpredictable, you figure that Sam would actually learn about how to think about what she says before she says it, and then once she gets the wish together, stop while you're ahead. But no. Then when it comes to her asking for Judith to be her very best friend, then we get the whole thing about Judith being this very clingy to Sam. Ever seen Single White Female? Kind of something like that. It was really crazy. Even dressing the same way that Sam does, and just following her to school, even actually getting her in Sam's room and actually wanting to, you know, go to bed with her too. I don't know. It was freaking weird and scary. And then the thing finally got to Sam to the point where she had to make a fourth wish that shouldn't have existed, but we'll forget that part. But she still doesn't learn her lesson. And then she still goes ahead and just says, I wish Judith had met you instead. And we all know how that turned out. I understand that you're trying to give your potential bully the worstness, if that's even a word, of the wishes that you had. But maybe that was just a way of toying with Sam to say to her that if you're not careful with what you wish for, you're going to get screwed over. And if you try to give it to someone else that won't be like you, it screws you over anyway. And that's what happened to Sam, since she got turned into a bird when the whole thing about Fly Away Bird came to be from Judith. Yeah, dark ending. And we never really know as the reason why Judith just kept on torturing Sam. I guess it's because maybe, like I said before, about her size, her height, because she was on the basketball team. And I think it's also because, just someone to pick on because she's different from her. And bullies don't need a reason to pick on anyone. They just do it just for fear about them being bullied, so they want to try to draw first blood before they get first blood drawn on them instead. Or just because, for fun. Which is a very dumb reason too why people do what they do. But hey, bullies will be bullies. But hey, karma's a bitch, no matter what you think. Alright everyone, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some more bullies I'm going to read about in the future Goosebumps books I'm going to be reading on my channel soon. I hope that you enjoy my part 2 of the worst bullies ever on my Goosebumps channel, or just my channel period. And if you like what you heard, leave a comment in the section down below. Leave a like, subscribe, get back at your boy here. And I'm also thinking about doing some more Goosebumps 2000 series books when I get my chance to get a hold of them. And if there's any kind of book you want me to read in the future too, it doesn't have to be Goosebumps related. It could be anything that you want me to read. Leave a suggestion down below about what you want me to check out, and I'll do my best to get to it. Alright everyone, this is John B, aka Smooth Hot Chocolate, talking to you. See you next time guys. Peace out.